Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Shadow Hearts. Last time we had a terrible time trying to find enemies and kill Foxface. Seriously, I'm not kidding. I had 93 minutes of raw footage for that last episode. Yeah, it was a long one, but it wasn't that long. Damn, the enemies don't like me. Anyway, since last time, I have healed everybody up with a tent and reset up my equipment. Considering one of the items that we got, that's the wrong items, that's valuables. One of the items we got last time was Wugui's room key. What secret could the eerie key be hiding? Well, it's a cool looking key. But since it has Wugui's name attached to it, I have a feeling I should be prepared for instant death protection. So everybody has Leonardo's bear. We also have brigadier rings, western belt for the powerhouses, pedometer. Well, I could probably take that off and give you anything else. No, not really. There's not really anything else I want to give you. Never mind, you can just keep that pedometer. That way I won't forget to put it back on. Now, you'll notice, I do not have Mind's Eye on. My initial impression, or my initial thought is, do not use the Mind's Eye, because it will trivialize a lot of things. There are a couple of situations where I'll probably use it, but you can really trivialize a lot of bosses if you use it. So I'm going to put it out the question to you. I'm probably not going to use it for the next couple of areas, but let me know in comments if you want me to use it, or if you want me to, at least reference, it's like when it would be really good to use it in, this battle or that battle. But yeah, other than that, probably won't use it too much because it's kind of broken. That's why I built it up so much when we actually got it in the last episode, because it really is that good. Alright. Wugui's room. Door is locked. Used the key and it opened. Too strange looking. Well, I just saved. We should be fine. Whoa. What the hell? My God, this game is dark. There's it's not like everywhere all the time, but it doesn't shy away from using gore, for effect. Small-time gangster. Yep. Voice of Bacon. I wonder who it could possibly be. I know that soundbite. Of course he's behind everything. Seems to be something he does. You rented space, did you? Considering the amount of blood I see, yeah, way overdid it. Vessel of life, huh? Well, I have no love lost for Wugui, but I don't think even he deserved that. Why don't I treat you to a little bit of fun? The new life I have created. Help me. This is an optional boss, as of course this entire area is optional. Wugui. Was this round 2, 3, 4? He is technically the cursed puppet here. He has 1080 HP. He's still darkness based. He still has his immunity and absorption to all special skills, including snipe. And he can still do Game of Death and use Nightmare. Fusion. Heaven's Fiend. Nightmare hits all. I need a way of healing all. Not to mention, even though this guy doesn't have the highest amount of physical damage, he still does have a very, very nice ability, and that is the fact that he's light-based, which means that'll counteract all the damage I'm losing out on, because this guy is darkness-based. we go. Now, just so that you guys believe me, we'll demonstrate. It looks like it is physically based. It's non-elemental. It heals them. I don't know why, but that's how this game works. We all have Leonardo's bear. This does still look like roulette from Final Fantasy, but it hits everybody. So you need Leonardo's bears for this fight. I'm not sure if it's a guaranteed shot. It might be, but no. I've also put Zhuzhen in the front row for this fight. You're an asshole, Wugui. But yeah, now that we've demonstrated that, we'll just use normal attacks to finish off the rest of the fight. As I showed off there, Western belts, and Leonardo's Bear and Brigand earrings for everybody. And here's your other ability that's not your normal attack or Game of Death. And it hits everybody. I don't need to heal right away, but Yuri will need to heal before too long. Even though he does the most damage, I still need someone who can heal everybody. Otherwise, Zhuzhen's going to spend the entire battle healing. And I don't want to do that. So yeah, Shadow Hearts, our first side quest. What do we get to do in a side quest? We get a bonus dungeon with powerful equipment. Mind's Eye comes to mind. Pun intended. And your fists are fun. And on top of that, we get what really makes side quests good in my opinion. Storyline development. We learn more about Bacon, more about Wugui, and we get a cool boss fight that kind of, we're hoping, tie up some loose ends. Nourishing Potion on you. If I only need to heal, one character, then I'll use him because he does the decent amount of damage. Oh, by the way, speaking of the Mind's Eye, once we're done with this sequence, you can't run into any of the enemies in here, so make sure you get them first and foremost before you fight the boss. And 2, you won't be able to play lottery against that guy anymore, for reasons I won't talk about due to spoilers. But, oops. But, yeah, make sure you get that before coming up here to fight Wugui. The important things. Alright, did a bunch more damage. You know what? I think I'm just going to keep attacking. I think I'm going to use Zhuzhen to heal himself. I could have used Inferno and then boosted his physical attack that way, but I wanted to have the option to heal everybody if I needed to. Now that I've done this, on the next turn I will have to, because everyone will need healing on the next time he uses Nightmare. But anyway, let's keep going here. Not much left to this guy, really. It's just kind of keep going. Don't. Really? Well, I guess I can show you what happens when somebody in a fusion dies. They come out of the fusion. That was very much unexpected. That almost never happens. It's, oh, you only have 2 turns left that way. Yeah, we'll go for it, whatever. I don't think he's got much HP left. He's not sagging yet, but... There's a strike. There we go. And then I guess Zhuzhen's gonna have to use a Pure Seed or a Pure Leaf or something. Because on Yuri's next turn, he has to heal. Heal everybody. Why Why is Yuri in the back row? Well, Sacred Remedy. That's unfortunate. I need to move him to the front row now. Glad I didn't miss that. Flailing Cowwatters! Never gonna get tired of that. It's just ridiculous. And yeah, basically a full heal at that point. Let's see. We don't need to waste too much. Let's just use the seed or the leaf here. No perfect, unfortunately, but the fight shouldn't last much longer than this. Hey, I got a perfect with her. That never happens. Oh, there he is. He's down again. Defeated again. And we get the Seal of Wisdom and 10,000 cash. Look at all my money. I did spend a bunch in between episodes, or not in between this one and the last one, but the one before that when I bought all that stuff. You know, we spent a good, 40,000, so. Now that there's no music, you can hear the dripping blood. Isn't that off-putting? Till next time. If I could have set it up, I probably would have ended an episode right there, but oh well. No go. Not the way it worked. And yeah, there's we can no longer run into enemies around here. Oh, I thought there was something up here. What? If you look in the jar, it kind of looks like a brain from my perspective, and it's somewhat moving. I'm guessing it's in formaldehyde or something like that. It's floating there. That's a little off-putting too. Normally I would cut out all this backtracking, but I think we needed an excuse to listen to this song. I don't remember, but I think this is the only time we hear this song in the game. I could be wrong on that. It's not one that sticks out in my memory as something I've heard a lot. We might have heard it in a previous town, I'm just not remembering anymore. But if you talk to this guy now, went inside and came back without any problems. No more monsters. But yeah, he will not play lottery with you, so you cannot get those. Yeah, we took them all down. Wugui's gone now. What do you say? Mick, come back here. Drinking on the roof, huh? Alright, so let's see. How many steps do I have with you? I'm a lot higher than I normally am at this point in the game, mainly because I've done extra running around to find different enemies and to, fight a couple of extra battles in a couple of areas because I've been running into too much of the fox face. So our malice is now in teal, so I can show off. I think there's a new form to show off in teal. I think that would be number 2. So let's go for the open seas, and let's go back to Shanghai here, and I will go set up for fighting number 2 there. Okay, let's see if we can show off number 2. I have no idea what kind of items I'll get out of it. I really don't care, to be quite honest. They can be useful, but they're not really the greatest things in the world, so I'm not going to spend extra time trying to go after them. And yeah, we have Evil 2. Now, if you're really good with the ring and you know where Yuri's strike zones are, using the Mind's Eye is plenty good enough. Don't use Knockback on me, that's fine. But it will help you in a number of different spots, especially anytime Yuri has to fight by himself. So any of the fights against the evil guys, any of the fights against the fusion souls, any, fight against Foxface. Anytime you fight one-on-one, it's going to be a benefit for you to use. Anything good? Piddly Metal Leaf. That was helpful. No, go down the thing. I think, was this the Earth one here? Yeah, Earth is carved there. For some reason remains dark. I wonder why. Well, we'll deal with that later on. Alright. Actually, I should probably save and reset up anyway. Okay, we did a few things off screen here, and now probably as good a time as any to head over here. I talked to you before about, pit fights. And you have to press a button on there to go in. Hello. So much better, huh? Let's use his powers again. Apparently his powers are summoning fiends, because it's basically a little battle arena. Now, I'm going to show you what kind of a setup I want going into this here. Now, you can use the Mind's Eye and it trivializes most of this. It's doable without the Mind's Eye, so you don't have to. The other thing that is very good in here, if you know how to use it properly, is the Flash Badge. If you're good at the ring when it's fast, then that's an option for you. It is entirely possible to do this even without that. So what I'm going to do is the different status effects that you can be inflicted with while going through this, and it's a series of 10 fights in a row in order to get the good prize. They can inflict all sorts of ring abnormalities, so we don't want that. And the other thing you encounter a lot of is paralysis. We can put this one on. It protects against petrification as well. Nobody in here uses petrification, so it doesn't really matter, but you want protection against paralysis. The other thing that you might want protection against is silence. I think there's a couple enemies that can use silence, and I don't think anybody... Yeah, there's only one enemy that can use silence, and that won't matter. And yeah, I don't think anybody uses confusion, so no need to worry about that. And last but not least, I'd leave the Western Belt on. You could also go with a Flare Brooch. It is basically one and the same. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. So anyway, when I was off screen there, I did go and I did a couple of things. I bought up to 3 pirate earrings. These will be for later, after you reach a certain point in the plot, and I will go into that when we get there, and that's not far off. It's the point of no return. We will not be able to come back to Shanghai, and we will not be able to buy pirate earrings for the rest of the game. Same with brigand earrings, and I did buy a couple more of those for a total of 6. I'm supposed to have 6. You have a pair, you have a pair. And I left a pair on poor Alice, who I should probably go and save. Nah, we got side quests to do. So Pocket Watch, Zodiac Belt, Western Belt, that's your kind of your best setup. The other thing you may want to do is you may want to increase Yuri's damage, and I'm actually going to go double check this. In my test run, I think I was level 23, no, not you, when I did this, and I was able to do it. And I probably had better gear, so we got 82 and 57. It was up by 4 and by 2, 3,000. So 4,000 total for that. You know what? That's basically another Western Belt. You know what? I think I'm going to go for it. So we're going to do the acupuncture. And it's not good when Yuri goes berserk, because he's usually in a fusion at that point, and he goes kind of crazy. He uses some powerful attacks. So anyway, we've set that up, and now he'll do a little more damage going in here. Make sure you're fully healed. And yeah, we talked to you, so let's go and set up the scene here. Use summoning powers. Didn't know you had those. And the pit fights are back. I can train you people. And he'll give us an explanation. You bet money on a fight with a monster. You fight the monsters that I summon. We'll reward you according to the number of wins. Well, we do. But that's Basically going through that's probably going to take a whole episode, just because I don't want to cut in between and show it's like, well, I got to this point and then I died 3 times and then, we load up the next fight. Oh, I never died at all. I want to do it in one take, and I'm hoping I'm able to do that. But it's also going to take like a whole episode to go into that. So we're not going to do that today. So we'll go into that tomorrow. For the rest of today, I do want to go and take a look at some of the pictures for some of these other items here. We got the new Thera root here. And a Mana root. There we go. 20 full moon nights. Wow. Okay. That's quite old. And the Pure root. Fearless of death or the enemy in battle, huh? And let's see, Imp's Fang. I don't think we've seen that one yet. That looks pretty cool. Make sure you have a few of each of the status restoring items. That'll be helpful. The Fruit of the Yggdrasil. Fully restores HP and MP. Very nice. And yeah, it's a very useful item to have. It's not something I will probably need going in here, but it's nice to have nonetheless. I believe we've seen the tea and the witch's broth. And what else? Have we seen all these? White tiger's hair, dragon horn, tortoise fang that I've already used, phoenix talon. I'm pretty sure we saw all these. Moon swallow, that one is new. Makes all allies attacks all critical hits. This is not useful in, well, it's always useful, as you can tell. Basically you do more damage. I think it's 50% more damage with a critical. This is not the red spot on the thing, but all of your attacks will be, have that strike animation. So that's good. But the thing is, it's good at all points in time. It's especially good late game. So I'll be saving that for there if I use it at all. We get the monkey's paw. The way that this works is it triples your attack power and the speed of the ring becomes irregular. The way that works is every time it goes around the whole Judgment Ring once, it is a different speed. So if you have it on with, say, a third key, each time it goes all the way around, it changes speed. But you never know what that speed's going to be at the start. So it really screws you up. If you just use the monkey's paw, it works. Actually, I think the monkey's paw works in place of a ring, or in case of a key. I'm not 100% sure on that one. I think I may have used it once in my test run. But yeah, it makes it irregular, so sometimes it'll be slow, sometimes it'll be normal speed, sometimes it'll be super fast. You never know going into it. So, as with the monkey's paw, you gotta be careful what you wish for, I guess. So we have all these seals. I'm not gonna use them quite yet, but we do have, oops. No, definitely not. There we go. So we do have a use for them, but just not yet. No. And I think we already saw that one. But anyway, that's pretty much all the time we have for today. I just figured, actually, I got a couple more items in here we can show off. The face guard. Damn, that looks awesome. It looks like Shao Kahn's mask from the Mortal Kombat films. Cool.
Prepare for final battle!
Raises defense power. Need courage to wear it, huh? And what else is new around here that I haven't... Yeah, we saw the bear. A weird bottle. Have we seen that one? I still haven't been able to confirm how this works. It sells for a lot of money, so you could sell it. But I had this equipped along with a voodoo doll when I was testing against Foxface. And I revived and then did a normal attack, and it didn't seem to do double damage. So I have no idea if that actually works or not. Mind's Eye. Blindfold made from the skin of a great swordsman with the words, "Don't look, feel." I'm getting Star Wars flashbacks here. The hit area disappears, but physical attack doubles. Pirate earrings. Cool. Nice skull there. Increases chance of getting items. You only really need 3 of these. You want more of the brigand earrings mainly because, well, you can only either get the item or not get the item. but with money, even if you reduce your chances of getting the item more, you can still get more money by having them on up to 6 total characters, which we'll get by the end of the game. So there's that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So anyway, that's all for this one. Next time we will do the pit fight, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time.